guys, welcome to my channel. As you all know, we have already discussed the pharyngitis in previous video. We are on third slides. We will continue. Now, the time for a diagnosis. In diagnosis, we will discuss write the medical history, the symptoms, there is a progression, there is exposure, there is underlying condition, there is a physical examination, redness, swallowing, exhaust, tonsil size, neck. We will examine there is any palpation in lymphatic node, there is ear or static media is intact, nasal, interior radioscopy. Then laboratory tests we go for RCAT, rapid step test, streptococcus test आ रहा था for a group A, beta mellitic streptococcus, throat culture, bacterial infection identification, CBC for inflammatory. Then we go for X-ray for other complications, CT scan, go for endoscopy of pharyngitis. Treatment is rest, hydration, pain management, or if it is caused by any bacterial infection, we'll go for a bacterial antibiotics. In chronic various underlying cause, allergy or acid reflux, lifestyle maybe changes, quite the smoking or avoid irritant or medication, antihistamine, decongestant sprays or medication are mostly given to the patient. Acute laryngotracheobronchitis Crop syndrome. It is an inflammatory condition of larynx and trachea and bronchi. It is crop syndrome because it often begins with a normal cold, follow the harsh and barking cough. Describe crop P. It is viral infection of upper respiratory. The virus causes the swelling of larynx, voice box, also affect the windpipe and narrow the airway, due to which breathing is difficult and patient also feel and sneeze and cough are also present. The signs are viral infection are may be caused by etiology, parainfluenza type 1 or 2 virus. It affects mostly children 6 months to 3 years. Peak incident 2 years. Pathophysiology virus attack are acute infection spread either directly in inhalation or coughing or touching the contaminated area by hand. Viruses, as you know, it is a viral infection. It can be affected directly and it can be go directly by inhalation. The particle viral first affect our pharyngeal mucous epithelium and subglottal space. Then inflamed edema is caused the larynx and trachea and decrease the mobility of vocal cord. In this way, it affect all the part around it. First of all, it affect the pharyngitis, the mucous epithelium layer. Then it go to affect the trachea and vocal cords. It affect. Clinical feature with a cold cough, barking cough, fevers, hoarseness, nosy breathing, inspiration, difficulty in breathing, and croup is present. For diagnose, we go for a history, physical examination, pulse oximetry, assess the oxygen support, and chest wall subcostal retraction, sitting in a snuffing position, open the mouth or jaw forward. Sleep signs can be used to pain, lane film radiography, vital mental status, and air movement help to determine it and the treatment. Then we will go for our main treatment goal where we have adequate exchanging, nebulization given, epinephrine given, nasotracheal incubation, steroids are given. Influenza most commonly it is a flu commonly known as, and in WHO influenza is a viral infection affect nose, throat, bronchi and lungs. It causes RNA virus of the family of Orthomyxovidria. Influenza A, B and C. Host region human, pig, horse, birds, marine animal. Influenza A mostly. The B mostly affect humans while C affect humans and pig. Epidemiological antigenic shift to and drift, antigenic drift only. Clinically, it can affect the mortality of young people. It can affect elderly, high risk of pandemic not seen, mild it affect in C in mostly affected in children. Age gene segment mostly affected in A, influenza B, 8 gene segment are affected. In influenza C, 7 gene segment are affected. Influenza A, 10 viral protein. M2 unique, and B unique 11 and 9 viral protein defect. These are the structure and genome level which is discussed. Then patient comes with a fever, cough, running nose, headache, muscle ache, extremely fatigue. The fever is in the range of 100 to Fahrenheit to 103 Fahrenheit. Often in higher in children, and often it come in patient complain in night. They feel that the body is feeling fatigue and body pain. Every symptoms are appearing. For diagnosis purpose, we will go to the nasopharyngeal secretion are the best spectrum obtaining large quantity of virus infected. Then pair sera diagnosis influenza A and B. Two serum spectrum from the patient. Then prevention, there are vaccinations are available, and in if we talk about Pakistan, in Islamabad there are many influenza vaccines are available, and mostly people go and get the vaccine. The flu shots are also available. They are inactive vaccine that containing the kill virus. It is given in subcutaneously. A single inclusion of 0.5 ml is usually given. Nasal spray of flu vaccines. A vaccine made be alive. Weak flu viruses that is given nasal spray, sometimes called LVAMV, leave for live attenuants influenza vaccines. Medication we have to given the liquid intake is given, warm shower is given, warm comprehensive nasal area reduce the body ache and nasal congestion. Nasal strips are available in the market which humidify and reduce the congestion, and fever is controlled by acetaminophen or ibuprofen. In the difference between cold and flu, the fever is rare, while flu the fever is high. Prominently the patient complain headache flu, but in cold there is rare. Generally body ache is mild, but in flu it is severe. Fatigue lasts for 2 to 3 there is a mild. There is exhaustion absent. There is a block of nose, sometimes in flu occur, commonly in the cold occur. Usually sneezing occurs, sometimes occur. Sore throat, chest discomforts are present. Then inhalation of foreign body. Inhalation of foreign body in upper respiratory tract can lead to various complications, individual and pre-lesion. Small object like corner buttons, gas, toxic fumes, pollens, particulates. Complication, the obstruction, the causing obstruction, inflammation, infection, respiratory failure or cardiac arrest may be occur. Symptoms coughing, choking, difficulty in breathing, chest pain. Diagnosis, physical examination, we go for x-ray and CT scan, endoscopy, bronchoscopy and treatment, removal of foreign particle and oxygen therapy, medication, ventilation, surgery. Avoid eating while lying down, cut food into small pieces, avoid talking while eating, protect equipment when working, keep small object out of the reach of children, high risk children under the 5 year, elderly individual, pre-existing respiratory individual, neurological disorder. Rhinitis is the other topic. Rhinitis is a chronic recurrent inflammatory disease. It affects the nasal mucosa, nasal congestion, running nose, rhinorrhea, sneezing, and nasal itching. Immunomediator Ig type 2, IgE type infection. It is a hypersensitivity reaction, second type of hypersensitivity, late reaction of inflammation. Rhinitis infected, non-infective. Non-infective are mostly allergic or non-allergic. Seasonal or perennial, eosinophilic and non-eosinophilic. Nasal congestion, as we are discussed from start of the video, there is a running of sneezing, coughing, headache, fatigue, loss of smell, sore throat, eye irritation. These are the most commonly signs. Allergic rhinitis is seasonal and nasal congestion. There is a running, sneezing, itching eye, pollen, dust, anything can trigger it. Specific Ig test and skin prick test mostly given to allergic rhinitis. Non-allergic vasomotor infected, it may be hormonal or any medication or food may be trigger perfumes, fumes, paint, other things can trigger it. Allergic testing, nasal endoscopy mostly done. Pharmaceutically, we will go for a intrasternal corticosteroid therapy. Beclomethasone are given. leucotriene, recurrent histamine, hydrazines, zefrilucast, and leucotriene receptor agonists are given. Immunotherapies are given. Sublingual immunotherapy, subcutaneous. Most effective treatment is nasal corticosteroids. There is a gold standard treatment in allergic and non-allergic rhinitis. Corticosteroids are given. Avoid area where there are heavy dust or mites or moles.
Rhinitis. Rhinitis refers to the inflammation of mucosal membranes of the nasal cavities.
As you can see in this
Characterized
video,
by runny nose and
running
stuffiness,
nose, there is
rhinitis
presentation
is
coming.
usually caused by the
The
common
patient
cold
is
or an
pollen
allergy.
grains or
It
any
results in
allergen.
excessive mucus
There
production,
is the production
nasal
of
congestion,
excessive nasal
and
congestion,
post-nasal
and there
drip,
is
and is generally categorized into two main types: non-allergic and
non-allergic and
allergic.
other is allergic.
Both allergic and non-allergic rhinitis are associated with secondary complications and
It may cause secondary
comorbidities.
complications.
The nasal inflammation in rhinitis contributes to the development of acute and chronic sinusitis.
It may go for a sinusitis. Thank you so much for watching this video.